Hi, I'm Nick Burgmeier, Extension Wildlife Specialist with Purdue University, and welcome to another Moment in the Wild. So today I want to talk to you guys about logjams. So logjams are something that many landowners that live along rivers and streams are familiar with. They're just these big collections of down logs and down trees that have washed downstream and built up either right next to the river or within the river. And you can see a big buildup of logs behind me. It's hard to tell the scale, but this log jam is actually about roughly 12 to 15 feet tall. And it's built up very quickly over the last few years. About 4 years ago, it was behind me was just flat rocks and trees. And a couple of logs got caught there one winter in a flood, and ever since, this log jam has just been growing and growing. And this can be a problem for some landowners. It can, if it gets across the river and backs up the water, it can lead to stream bank erosion and cause flooding, especially in farm fields and homes, which no riverside landowner likes. But there are some benefits to these log jams, especially for wildlife, both terrestrial and aquatic. So the logs above the water line, they make great shelter for a variety of animals, anything from otters and bobcats to just snakes and frogs. They all love to get down in there. It's a good place to hide from predators. It's a good place to raise your young. For the logs that are actually below the water, it is excellent fish habitat. It's similar to the terrestrial animals. It's a great place to hide from predators and a good place for younger animals to get in there and stay away from the bigger fish and other predators in the stream and to hang out. Some downsides for wildlife for the log jams: when they do reach all the way across the river, it can cause a backup, essentially form a dam, and that could slow the water down upstream and create a pool, which is unfavorable for things like hellbenders, which is something we've been working with over the last few years. So there are some pros and cons to log jams. But generally, if they're not causing a huge problem, we generally prefer to leave them in place because they do make such great wildlife habitat. And that's all I have for today. If you guys have any wildlife questions or wildlife related questions, please contact an Extension Wildlife Specialist and we'll do our best to answer. Thanks.